Hello and welcome. This is Japan, and we've done like cartoon tier lists, but this one it was just like a general, just all Disney, Cartoon Network, Nickelodeon, all of that. Which actually doesn't have all that, but it's all animation. That was a terrible, terrible joke. So we'll try to keep it like we do normally, like only certain ones to certain certain amount in each one. Obviously they didn't watch can just fill up as much as we have to, but we go cat dog first. Ooh, I never really cared for cat dog. It was just a very weird premise, and even as a kid I just could not, I was just like, why would anybody do this? And I still feel that way, and I still think it's trash. I wish I had one more ranking, because A, B, C, and just straight to trash is kind of bad. But it's you know what? I'm gonna add one up to the top though. Let's add. I mean, we need an S tier. What are you talking about? We need this S tier. I think that's better. Now I feel more comfortable putting in trash. I don't know why, but S tier. S tier is probably what I have watched multiple times, adult, kid, and Teen Titans definitely fits that. I absolutely love the original series. I would watch it again right now if I could, because it was good, and it was a good superhero thing, and it really, put a love of superheroes, because I didn't know anybody in Teen Titans. I knew Robin, that's it, and yeah, it was just really good. So S tier for sure for me on that one. Next up is The Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy. I got in my top 10 of Cartoon Network shows. So I'm trying to think where it would fit in overall. I'm gonna put it in B for now. It probably will move, but I'm gonna put it in B. American Dragon, Jake Long. I've watched very little of it. I'm gonna put it on didn't watch, because I don't think I could give enough of it to say oh, it's this, But I do feel bad, because I feel like I probably would have liked it. The Transformers series, I think that was one of the later ones, but I do remember watching it. I don't remember enjoying it though. I'm gonna put it in C. I don't think it was trash, but I don't think it was really that good. Ren and Stimpy. We never really were allowed to watch that. It was one of those forbidden shows, and then everybody's like, oh, it must be really funny, and I think it was a letdown, and then so to me it felt like trash, but I guess I would have to watch it again. It's gonna go in trash now, because we're just doing it based off of my own judgment right now. Gargoyles was actually pretty legit. I don't remember much about it though, so I guess that's my only caveat to it. I'm gonna put it in B. It might go up or down depending on space, but I did enjoy it. I think it must be on Disney Plus. I need to watch it again. I don't think I've watched it all the way through. Next up is Camp Lazlo. I don't think it was trash. I think it was C. I think it's it was okay. I think it had some funny moments, and the characters were pretty decent. Overall, I don't think it was anything too special. Angry Beavers. I really didn't like Angry Beavers. That's gonna go trash for me. The characters were very annoying, which I know they were supposed to be, and I don't know, I could never watch it. Anytime it turned on, I would just turn off the TV. It was bad for me. Cold Lyoko. I remember watching that, and I think I would have really enjoyed it if I could ever watch episodes that were back to back, but it would always be you'd be watching one story arc, and then it would go into a different story arc. So I'm gonna unfortunately have to put it in C, just because I didn't quite enjoy it as a kid. I think if I sat down and watched it, I think I would enjoy it a lot more. And the animation was so weird to me as a kid. It was very off-putting. But I feel like now it would be pretty decent. Because you kind of standard of some animations now on what is it, Ruby and stuff like that. But it's not very well used, or not well used, used often. Let's see, Ninja Turtles. I'm trying to think if I've even seen any Ninja Turtle series. I'm gonna have to put it on didn't watch, because I don't think I've seen that one. Because I think that's more of the original one, and I could say, I'm pretty sure I haven't seen it. Hey Arnold. Hey Arnold was definitely A tier. I don't know if it would be S tier. I definitely liked it, but I don't know if it would be S tier. S tier like cartoons I would go back and watch right now, I guess, and A are like good cartoons, and I just don't think I'd go back and watch Hey Arnold. I don't think I would. Fairly Odd Parents. I kind of like Fairly Odd Parents. It was like it kept going back and forth if I actually really did like it. I'm gonna put it in B for now, but it might go down. Ed, Edd n Eddy. It was mid. You know, I don't think it was the worst cartoon ever, but the characters were definitely annoying. Doug. This is probably going to be the one that people get most upset about. I didn't like Doug at all. I still don't. I've watched it more recently than not. I just didn't like it. The characters are very, very annoying. And, it's just not my jam. Now, I have a whole channel dedicated to this series, so you would hope that I would put it. But yes, for sure, Pokemon S tier. I would watch Pokemon right now in a heartbeat. I mean, it's the original, and now that Ash is leaving, I would definitely want to watch it again. I mean, it was Pokemon. Pokemon, like, was such a good series. Like, for matching up, Pokemon has been pretty consistent through games and all that, of, like, having a solid media that everything is enjoyable. But, yeah, S tier for Pokemon. SpongeBob. SpongeBob was okay. I didn't like it as much growing up, but I think with all the memes and stuff that we see now, it's definitely made me like it better because it's more iconic. I'm gonna put it in B tier for now. I might move up, might move down, not 100% sure. Samurai Jack. I think Samurai Jack ended up in the top 5 on my Cartoon Network ones. I feel like it would be A tier for me. I don't think it would be S tier. I'm trying to think. Like, it was a really good series, and I think they added more to it, I want to say, later on, which I gotta still watch that. I think that would help a lot, because I know it just abruptly ends. Yeah, I think A is good. It was a really good show. I might bump it up to S, depending on space. Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends. That was a solid show. I'll put it in B. I think I can get 5 in each category, or maybe 6, so I still have a little bit of space. I'm going to put it in B for now. Courage the Cowardly Dog. Also, if you watch that tier list on Cartoon Network shows, that got second, and that definitely would be S tier. It was just good. The art style was amazing. I think it, like, maybe even, I like horror and stuff like that. I think that might have been, like, one of my first positive, like, showings of, like, oh, this is what horror is, but it doesn't have to be, like, spooky scary, like, or like, you know, shit yourself scary. It could just be disturbing and off-putting, but I don't know. I think that might have been the first time that I felt that way, at least with horror. Rugrats. I did prefer All Grown Up more, but Rugrats is still solid. I'm gonna put Rugrats in B for now. I think I have enough space, and with some of the B's I can definitely move up or down, but I think B is pretty good. Powerpuff Girls. I like Powerpuff Girls. I'm going to put them also in B, knowing that I'm probably going to have to move somebody. I think that would be the easiest thing to do right now. And, what is this? Is this Flapjack? I didn't really care for Flapjack. I'm going to put it in trash. It was okay. It had some funny moments, but it definitely wasn't a good show. Kim Possible I liked a lot. I'm trying to debate. Would I put that in A tier or S tier? I'm going to put it in A tier for the time being. I think. Nah, I'm put S tier. S tier definitely works. I mean, especially just, it's like iconic that I still remember. You still remember the ringtone and everything. So it works. Scooby-Doo, the original one. It was very old even for when I saw it. If I'm not mistaken, at least had been like 10 years old, but it still was really good. I would put it in A. I love Scooby-Doo. I don't think it would be S tier just because, like, of how old it was. It did feel dated even as a kid. It didn't feel like it was marketed or, like, towards you, which I guess might have been good or bad. I don't know. But A tier for sure. Ben 10. Ben 10 was really good also. I'm going to put it in A tier for now. I have a lot that can hover between S and A. Because I made that statement that it's like, well, I only want to put, like, rewatchable stuff in S tier, but I would rewatch Ben 10. I'll save it with Samurai Jack, and even Scooby-Doo. So, maybe I spoke a little too soon. Jackie Chan Avengers. I love these ones, and I don't even know what they called them. Were they talismans? Just like with different abilities. I don't know. That was such a cool premise. You know, everybody knew Jackie Chan from, I think at the time, maybe Rush Hour and what is it, Shanghai Nights. So it was just really cool. I don't know. I really like that show. I would love to watch it again. Classic Looney Tunes. Classic Looney Tunes is mid. I mean, it wasn't for our generation either. Some of them okay. Not too bad. Dun 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 dun. He's a phantom. Danny Phantom. I don't actually remember a ton about the show itself, but I did like the show. I want to put it in A tier, with possibly having to move some of these around. Chowder, like I said on the last video with Chowder, Chowder had like a lot of good one-liners, but I overall did not like it. I'm gonna put it in C because it's definitely not trash. Because if it makes you laugh and gives you entertainment, then it's definitely not trash. But I definitely don't think I'll be watching it again. My Life is a Teenage Robot. This is where it starts to get complicated, that I need to start moving stuff around. Let's see. I'm gonna put it in B for now. I think that's where it needs to be, but I feel like something else is gonna shift. Jimmy Neutron. I'm gonna go out and say it. This is another one that people might not like. I didn't like Jimmy Neutron. Just not at all. There was like nothing that I liked about it. It's definitely going into trash for me. I put 6 down there. So it looks like I have like one more trash spot, which probably will host Dexter's Lab. Another one I just didn't like. I didn't like their relationship between each other. It was very annoying for me. And I know it was supposed to be, but like as a kid that did have a sibling, I hated it. And he was just kind of an asshole. Like, Dexter was kind of an asshole. His family was kind of an asshole. Like, all of them they just weren't likable. I did like the little, like, mid-shorts. But that's about it. Batman, the animated series, was amazing. Absolutely minted. S tier for sure. I would watch that again in a heartbeat. It was just, oh, chef's kiss. It was, like, right up there with Teen Titans. I really wish they could have crossed over it at some point. I think they were definitely different times, but Batman, and then also the animated Spider-Man that's not on the list is those are amazing. That really put my love into comic books, was those two shows, and Teen Titans, like all three of those was really those core right then, and that generation core of like, we're going into comics, which now have been into movies and stuff. So they did a really good job. Vader Zim is one of the just randomly funny. Like, just, it's not supposed to be always funny, but it is, so it works out so perfectly, and it's definitely S tier. Okay, so I feel like I need to move at least one from B, either up or down, to fit this out. I'm trying to look. Those are all pretty solid shows. I probably would move Powerpuff Girls up one. I think that's the best bet. And I'm pretty sure I'm good with all the rest of this. Yeah, I think I'm good with all this. The A tier are they're also really good. S and A are really awesome. Actually, probably, I'm gonna be honest, put Jackie Chan Avenger up in S. I would have to rewatch it to really remember if it was good or bad, but I remember just enjoying the living shit out of it. So it's gonna be S tier for me. I remember wanting to see all the episodes, and I still do. So, yeah. This is my list. I think it's pretty solid. I only got 2 didn't watch. The Ninja Turtle ones, again, I think that's the original one. I didn't see it. I probably would put Ninja Turtles in general in C. They just never really interest me that much. Dragon Jake Long, I remember seeing like maybe 2 episodes, and they were good. I probably would put it in C if I was just going to judge it, but I didn't want to judge it without watching more of it. But that's my list. I hope you guys enjoy it. Tell me what I did wrong. I have a feeling there's going to be a couple out here that I put in trash that's probably going to get some people sparked up. But if not, tell me what your guys' favorite, or what would you put in S tier. Until next time, this is Japan. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and all that good YouTube stuff. I'll also stream on Twitch pretty much every day. You can always look. It's like Sunday going into Monday is the only day I don't stream if you're in the US. But if not, just drop a follow there and you'll be able to turn on notifications and you'll see. But until next time, bye guys.